What's good, y'all? It's your boy Bizman Cam here, and I'm back with another video. Now, in today's video, I'm gonna be telling you guys about the time when me and my friend / employee at the time got called back to redo a detail job that we had done because of how bad it was. Now, was the job really that bad? Did we really mess up that bad? You know, I'm gonna be answering all those questions in today's video. You know, what I did, what I ended up doing for that job, what the customer said to me, how mad they were, all of that. I'll let you guys know in this video. But before we can even get to any of that, I need you guys to go ahead and smash that like button for your boy. Hit that subscribe if you guys haven't subscribed already. We're on the road to 4K. Y'all have been grinding it out for me. I really appreciate y'all for the support. And go ahead and leave a comment down below. Any video ideas you guys have or anything about the video. So let's get right into it. So the original way that I ended up getting in contact with this customer was actually through Facebook ads. Back when I had first started, I wasn't very good at Facebook ads, but I would post them anyways. So I made a Facebook ad, I put my phone number in it. I usually always put my direct contact and, you know, DM me on my Facebook ad. So I got a message that said, hey, I want 2 details done, 1 basic detail and 1 full detail. So I was like, okay, I can do that for you. And back at the time, my detail prices were super low. I want to say I charged $120 for a full detail for like for small, like $140 for mid-size, and then like $160 for the biggest vehicle. And I want to say for this vehicle I charged like $140. So they got $140 package, and then they got like one $20 or $30 basic express package at the time. At first the job was going pretty good. It was about 4 o'clock when we had first started, and everything seemed pretty good. We ended up starting with the easier car first. We got that done, we got it wiped out. We did the express wash on that one. Then we got to the second car. It was a lot dirtier than I had anticipated. The customer, I never asked for pricing. I was a noob back then, so I didn't really know what I was doing. I never asked for like pricing. I never asked for pictures of the vehicles, so I didn't know what they were gonna look like beforehand. I was literally going into it blind. They would just tell me like whether it's like mildly dirty or, you know, it's just a little bit. They never expressed that it was very dirty. This car was very dirty. So going to the job site, we get the first one done. We're on the second one. It's going good at first. And then we're kind of starting to get towards the end of the detail, and I'm realizing like, shoot, we're running out of time. Like, it's starting to get dark. It usually gets dark around in California around like 7 at the time. It was like during summertime, 7, maybe 7:30. And we were starting to get to that point where it's starting to get dark. So I'm like, oh crap, you know, what do we do? So we're doing the job. We end up wrapping it up, so we thought. There was like, it got dark. I didn't have any lights at the time, so me and my employee at the time put our flashes on, and we looked at the car on the exterior. That was the very last thing we did, was we washed the outside. We thought it looked good. There was a few little marks of dirt that we had missed like during the soaking, you know, the washing stage. So we'd wipe, you know, a few little marks and be like, all right, we're good. And we ended up leaving. So we ended up finishing that detail, and I'm thinking, you know, everything's good. We left. The next morning I go home, sleep, everything's cool. I got paid. It was chilling. But the very next morning I woke up to not only a text, but 2 calls from this individual, the client from the day before. And it was just literally, it was like barely any words spoken. Like, they barely said anything. It was like, are you gonna fix this? Something ... And then it was just pictures of all the spots that we had left on the car from the day before. Immediately my mouth dropped, and I was like, no, like this is not happening right now. Like, this sucks. And also the customer that we did was like 35, 40 minutes away. So it was already a long drive. So I'm like, man, like this sucks. Like, originally I'd seen the message, and you know, it just sucked because 1, I felt bad for the customer because they pay for a good job to be done. I didn't do a good job. 2, I end up, you know, I'm having to go back and I'm wasting more money and more resources re-washing the car if I did decide to do that. And it just overall was not good. So I'm like, I gotta make this right. This is, you know, my business reputation is on the line. I'm relatively new, and I don't wanna already be shut down or look bad due to some, you know, incident where I had messed up a detail because it got too dark, you know? So I'm like, I gotta fix this. So immediately I messaged the customer back, and I let him know. I said, hey sir, I am so sorry about that. You know, it got really dark. Can I come back? I'll wash it today and fix it for you. Luckily that day I had enough time to go back and fix it. So it was like a summer day. My friend who was also the employee at the time also could come back. So we got back in the car, went back, rewashed the vehicle, and everything was fine. The customer, obviously was a little, disappointed, but they were happy that we came back and they were happy that we fixed the vehicle for them. So obviously we did that vehicle, left. Then I never heard from that customer again. So I don't blame them, but there is a few things that I learned from that that definitely ended up being valuable in the big grand scheme of things anyways. Now, obviously, I didn't want anything to ever happen like this or to ever happen like this again. So, like I was saying, there was a few things that I obviously took away from this situation. One was to have better communication. I could have easily just let the customer know, hey, it's getting dark, sir. Is there any way I could come back and finish the exterior on another day or something like, something super simple like that. Like, hey, I'm not gonna be able to finish it up. Is there any way that I can come back tomorrow? Instead of him have seen my bad job and then saying, okay, I'll come fix it. Could have been way better if I just was honest and I was more communicative, more communication. So if I was more communicative and whatever the word is that you say it like that and honest, I could have easily avoided this, as well as if I had better situational awareness. If I had noticed that the sun was going down as quick as it was and I had seen that I probably wasn't gonna finish within the allotted time before it got dark, I easily could have read that situation and either said it in the very beginning of the detail or just said, hey, I'll come back tomorrow like I was saying. So that's definitely something that I've learned since then, and I've implemented that into my everyday detail life now, so that, lack of communication is never an issue as to the reason why a detail ends up being bad or, I end up messing it up. So all of this could have, obviously easily been avoided if I had just been straight up and honest with the guy in the first place. And, he might have wanted to use me again. It would have looked way more professional on my side. It might have looked way better, but obviously lacking knowledge, being a newbie back then, and still being a newbie, I still have made plenty of mistakes that have been, not the same, but similar. You don't want to make the same mistake multiple times because then it's obvious that you're not, trying to change that mistake. So that's something that I would definitely, that I've been adding. Those are some things that I've definitely been adding into my detail business recently. And it has saved me a lot of headache. Make sure you communicate with your customer, guys. It could save you a lot of headache. And I almost had a situation where my detail business was in jeopardy of having a little, I guess, point marked against me because he could have went on Facebook, he could have blasted me. He probably went to other people and let them know, hey, don't work with this guy. So I probably honestly lost potential business making this mistake. So do not make the same mistake as me. Anyways, that is about it for this video, you guys. Do not make the same mistake as me. Just be straight up, be honest, and make sure you read the situation in your detailing business. It'll save you a lot of headache just to communicate. So if you want to see more videos like this, more detailing videos, more situational videos, story times, anything like that, be sure to comment down below and comment what have you done? What would have you done? What would have you done in this situation? Let me know. Be sure to like this video, subscribe. Like I said, I don't know if I said this in the beginning, but I'm on the way to 4K. You guys are killing it. So I'm on the way to 4K. Be sure to subscribe. That's it. Went ahead and washed my baby up. If you guys didn't know, during this video I was actually washing my own vehicle. So it's like the end of the day. I finished all my other details today and time to wash my own vehicle up. So thank you guys so much for your support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.